It's on.
Okay. Hello, boys and girls. This is Papa. Do you remember Papa? Yeah. I got to ask you a question. Do you want to have a story? No, no, no. I can't hear you. Do you want to have a story? I still can't hear you. Do you want to have a story? Okay, that's better. Uh, and I have two things for your parents. Number one, I love them. And number two is they can thank me later for asking you if you want to read a story. Now, I hope their ears are okay. I'm going to read a story. It's called Hello Two Wheeler. And I know Eli and Isaiah have been working on this. And I know Thad and, excuse me, I'm sorry, my voice is a little raspy. But I know Thad and I know Seth have been kind of riding with some training wheels. And I even saw a picture of Livy. And I'm sure that it won't be too long before Marie, and then it'll be a little while yet before Ava decides to ride, but I'm sure it's going to happen. But anyway, hello, two-wheeler. And I'll open the story. It's by a lady named Jane Mason, and the pictures were drawn by David Monteith. It says, I'll do the best I can so you can see this. It's summer, and it is hot. I'm hanging around with my dog, Fred. See Fred over here? Yeah, he's looking out the window. Outside, all the kids zoom up and down the street on their two-wheelers, and they yell, and they have fun. Why don't you guys get your bike out too, said Mom. This is Mom over here. She looks like a mom, doesn't she? No, I say, I want to play with Fred. But that is not really true. I do not want the kids to see my training wheels on my bike. Do you remember feeling like that you didn't think you wanted training wheels? But remember, they're just for training. Someday they will come off. I used to love riding my bike with all the kids. See right here? I like the feel of the wind, and I like the blur of the trees, and I like zooming and tooting my bike horn. But now everybody can ride without training wheels. Everybody, but you know who. What do you think he means? He means himself, doesn't he? Yeah. This story is a little bit harder to hold up. Let me turn this a little bit. Every night, Dad tries to help me. I guess here. We go to the big parking lot and we take off the training wheels. Okay, Dad says. See over here? I'll hold on to you. You just pedal. And so I do. Probably pedals pretty fast, doesn't he? But then Dad says, I'm letting go now. And I get started and I think about falling. My feet won't stay on the pedals. And then I stop. It happens every time. You can do it, Dad keeps saying. Just don't think about it. But how do I do that? We always end up going home with my training wheels back on my bike. And I don't think that makes him very happy. Do you? I think he wants to get rid of them training wheels once and for all. And you know, you will too. But you might have a few bandages on your knees before you get that far. Now, the doorbell is ringing, and it is Nicky, my friend. Do you want to play ball, he says? The ball field is far away. You have to ride your bike there. Sorry, I tell him, I have to clean my room. I don't think he has to clean his room. I think he just is embarrassed about riding with them training wheels. Later on, the phone rings, and it's his friend Nate. We want to bike down to the big hill, he said. I think fast. I fake a sneeze. Achoo! I can't, I say. I have a cold, and then I hang up. See here? I'm bored, so I go over to see Tommy, and Tommy just lives next door. At Tommy's house, there are lots of things to do without riding a bike. We work on the model airplane, and we play some video games. We shoot hoops outside, and I'm having fun. Who cares about two-wheelers? See, so there are lots of things you can do to have fun. You don't have to always be riding a bike. But then our friend Josh, this is Josh, he comes, or this is Josh, he comes riding by. A bunch of kids are going swimming at the pond. Do you guys want to come? Boy, that swimming sounds good on a hot day, doesn't it? Tommy's eyes light up, but mine do not. You see, his eyes didn't light up over here, did they? Why do you think? He's going to have to ride that bike again, isn't he? What can I say this time? I have to wash my dog. There's a big dog show coming up. Well, Josh says that's not till next week. I know, I try to sound cool, but I want to get Fred super clean. And then Tommy comes over to me and says, come on, he says, no one will care about your training wheels. Tommy is the only one who knows my secret. I shake my head. You go, maybe I'll come later. See, they're talking to each other because they're pretty good friends. And his friend understands some. I'll bet you he had trouble with training wheels too, because everybody does. I even did a long time ago. Yes, they had wheels then. At home, I flop on the couch and Fred is kind of smelly. That's his dog. But I do not want to give him a bath. I want to be with my friends at the pond. Is Fred stinking up the couch? Yeah. But then I get an idea. A good idea. I put on my swimming trunks. I get Dad's tools. I'm going to the pond, I tell my mom. And I hop on my bike and I go. Training wheels and all. It feels so good to ride. I like the wind on my face. I like the blur of the trees. And I like tooting my bike horn. Toot toot. Honk honk honk. Is that a nice pretty bike he has there? I think so. It's hard to hold the book still, fellas and ladies. Soon I'm at the pond and I take off my training wheels and I hide them because I didn't want anybody to see them. Then I walk my bike over to the kids. Hi, says Tommy. He looks surprised and happy. I'm so glad that you came. This is Tommy, remember? The kids are swimming, and I jump right in. Don't you have a cold, says Nate. Oh, it went away, I say. It must have been the 2-hour kind. Did you get Fred washed, Josh said. I shake my head. No, we were kind of out of dog shampoo. He's kind of telling some stories, isn't he? Then somebody starts a water fight, and nobody asks me anything else. We just have a great old time splashing each other, and throwing water on each other, and diving in on a hot day. But then it's time to go. We all get on our bikes. Oh, something's not right with my pedal, I say. Lucky for me, I have my tools. You guys go on, I will catch up. What's he really going to do? You think he's going to put his training wheels back on? I think so too. Tommy gives me a funny look, but he rides off with the kids. I walk my bike to the bushes and I put my training wheels back on. See, he put them on back on with his tools. Then I get on my bike and I go. Nobody will see me now. They're too far ahead, and I ride past the pond. I ride down the hill over here. See, his dog's chasing him. And I make a turn. Oh no! Up ahead, I see all the kids. See all the kids? And Tommy starts shouting at me. He's pointing at my wheels. Oh no, everyone will see. Way to go, Tommy shouts. What's he talking about, I said. I look down, and yikes, I have no training wheels. See, he's riding his bike and no training wheels. Amazing, huh? I keep going, and I'm too scared to stop, but I do what Dad says, and I try not to think about it. I just keep riding. See you, I shout to the kids. And do you know what? I made it all the way home. Goodbye, training wheels. Hello, two-wheeler. And that's the end of that story. Until next time, boys and girls, just remember old Papa loves you and he misses you a lot and he likes to do stories. See you next time.